Today we're doing Module 1, Lesson 21. This will be our last lesson of Module 1, which means on Monday we'll be taking our test. So we're going to have a little bit of a review, and then we're going to be working on our objective. Our objective for today's lesson is to solve two-step word problems involving all four operations, which means adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing, and assess the reasonableness of answers. The materials needed for today are your online whiteboard or your whiteboard, dry erase marker, and dry eraser. We're going to start off by doing some group counting. You should be getting pretty fluent at this by now. Okay. We're counting by threes. Ready? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, back down, 27, 24, 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, 3, 0. Now we're going to go ahead and skip count by fours. Ready? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, back down, 36, 32, 28, 24, 20, 16, 12, 8, 4, 0. Let's go ahead and skip count by fives. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, back down, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. Okay, let's do a little bit of review. Okay, so let's get count by fives to solve 5 times 5. So we're going to count by fives 5 times. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let's skip count by 3 5 times. Oh, sorry. We're going to count by fives 3 times. Ready? 5, 10, 15. This next one I'd like you to solve on your whiteboard. 9 times 5. So you skip count by fives 9 times. Go ahead and message me your answer and go Guardian when you have it. Okay, let's go ahead and do it together. Thank you for all of you that messaged me your answer. Go Guardian. So counting by fives 9 times. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 9 times 5 is 45. 8 times 5. Okay? So this is where counting backwards in our fluency really helps us out, because if we're going from 9 to 8, we're counting backwards one time. So let's start at 40 and go backwards, or 45 and go backwards one time, which is 40. So 8 times 5 is 40. And if that's hard for you, you can still count by 5s 8 times. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 8 times 5 is 40. Okay, we're going to go ahead and say this multiplication sentence, and then we're going to practice flipping it, because the commutative property says we can take our two factors and flip it, and the answer stays the same. So first we have 4 times 2, so let's solve it by counting by 2's 4 times. Ready? 2, 4, 6, 8. So let's say that whole multiplication sentence all together. Ready? 4 times 2 equals 8. One more time. Go ahead and make sure you're saying it out loud. Ready? 4 times 2 equals 8. Well, let's flip it. Say this sentence with me and fill in the answer. Ready? 2 times 4 equals 8. Because we know the answer stays the same because we just took the 4 and the 2 and we flipped it to be 2 and 4. Let's look at our next one. 5 times 3. First, let's solve it. Count by 3's 5 times. Ready? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Let's say that multiplication sentence all together. Ready? 5 times 3 equals 15. Now let's take those two numbers and flip it. Say it with me. Ready? 3 times 5 equals 15. Same two numbers. Flip it. Answer stays the same. All right, this next one is 9 times 2, so you're counting by 2's 9 times. Go ahead and solve that on your whiteboard for me. Count by 2's 9 times. Message me the answer in GoGuardian when you have it. Okay, thank you for your answers and GoGuardian. Now let's go ahead and count it together. We're going to count by 2's 9 times. Ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 9 times 2 is 18. Let's go ahead and say that multiplication sentence all together. Ready? 9 times 2 equals 18. And let's flip it. Ready? 2 times 9 equals 18. Take the two numbers and flip it, and that is the commutative property. Okay, so now we have a few word problems that we're going to be working through. These are our two-step word problems, okay, involving all 4 operations. So what we need to do is I would like you to either watch and observe or write it along with me, okay? So, remember, this is practice for the word problems you're going to be seeing on your test on Monday. Okay, Jason earns $6 per week for doing all his chores. I'm going to circle $6. On the 5th week, he forgets to take out the trash, so he only earns $4. Write and solve an equation to show how much Jason earns in 5 weeks. So I'm going to give you just a minute to write this tape diagram, okay, here on the screen if you'd like to work along with me. So I'm going to give you a chance to write that on your whiteboard. We've got 4 pieces. Each of these pieces is $6 because that's week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Then this last piece of the tape diagram is a little bit smaller because he forgot to take out the trash, so he only got $4. So first, we need to figure out how much he made in these first 4 weeks. In those first 4 weeks, okay, 4 weeks or 4 groups of 6, because he got $6 each week. Let's go ahead and count by 4s 6 times. Ready? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So that means he earned $24 in those first 4 weeks. Then we know that he earned $4 this week. So how much did he earn all together in all 5 weeks? Well, let's take our 24 that he earned in the first 4 weeks, add it to the 4 that he earned the 5th week. 4 plus 4 is 8. 2 plus nothing is 2. So he earned $28 altogether. Jason earns $28. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our next word problem. Miss Lianto orders 4 packs of 7 markers. 4 packs of 7 markers. After passing out 1 marker to each student in her class, she has 6 left. Label the tape diagram to find how many students are in Miss Lianto's class. I'm going to give you about a minute to go ahead and get those tape diagrams. There's 2 different ones, okay? I'm going to give you a minute to get those ready on your board for us to fill in. Okay, so let's look at that top tape diagram first. Miss Leonto orders 4 packs of 7 markers. Okay, so we can see that each of these 4 packs is going to have 7 markers. There's 4 groups there, 7 in each group. Okay, so first we have to figure out what is 4 groups of 7. So we need to count by 4s 7 times. Ready? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. Okay, let's go ahead. This was my 4 groups. So we figured out that 4 groups of 7 equals 28. Well, what does that mean? She had 4 packs of 7 markers. So she has 28 markers. I'm going to write this over here just so I remember. 28 markers. Now let's go ahead to our next tape diagram. After passing out 1 marker to each student in her class, she has 6 left. Okay, so if this whole tape diagram is 28, which we know from our last problem that we solved, we're just going to leave it at 28. Okay, there's 28 markers. There's 6 markers left over after she passes all the markers out. So let's take that 28 minus the 6 markers that's left at the end, and that should tell us how many markers she passed out. 8 minus 6, well, if we have 8, let's take away 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Leaves us with 2. 2 minus nothing is 2. So that means that she has 22 students. Okay? Because she passes out 22 markers, 1 to each student, and she has 6 left. Well, the 22 markers plus 6 equals the 28 she had altogether. So, how many students are in Miss Leonto's class? There are 22 students in Miss Leonto's class. You don't have to write that word sentence. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. All right. Orlando buys a box of 18 fruit snacks. Each box comes with an equal number of strawberry, cherry, and grape-flavored snacks. He eats all the grape-flavored snacks. Draw and label a tape diagram to find out how many fruit snacks he has left. Well, there's strawberry, cherry, and grape. So there's 3 flavors. So I'm just going to note that. He eats all the grape ones. So let's do our tape diagram. Go ahead and be writing with me. We have our tape diagram. Let's break it into the 3 groups. I'm going to do S for strawberry, C for cherry, and G for grape. So I'm going to label that as having 3 groups. And we know that there's 18 fruit snacks in it altogether. So we have 18 total. I'll give you a minute to catch up on that. Okay, so we're trying to figure out the size of this grape one over here. How many grape fruit snacks are there? Okay. Well, you might notice that we have 18 total. We have 18 total. That means that we're going to be doing a division equation, because in division, the big number comes first, and we have that big number. So let's go ahead and take our 18 and divide it by the 3 groups that we have. So what we're going to do is we're going to count by 3s until we get to 18. And that should give us our answer. Let's count by 3s. Ready? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. We had to count by 3s 6 times. So 18 divided by 3 equals 6. So that means that there are 6 grape-flavored fruit snacks. Well, let's look at our question again. Draw and label a tape diagram to find out how many fruit snacks he has left. So it didn't ask us how many he ate. It asked us how many there was left. Well, we started with 18, and he ate 6 of them, so let's take away 6 of them. And that should tell us how many fruit snacks are still left in the box. Well, we have 8, take away 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, leaves us with 2. 1 minus nothing is 1. So, how many fruit snacks does he have left? He has 12, and you don't have to write this, fruit snacks left. Okay, so we're now at the part where you're going to be doing your homework on your own. There's number 1 and number 2, so there is going to be 2 word problems that you're working through. They're going to have multiple steps using addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay? Make sure that you ask questions today if you have them, because Monday will be your test. So today is the last day that you can ask questions to help understand how to multiply, how to divide, how to solve these word problems before you have to do it on your own on the test on Monday. Go ahead and open up your Cami and get started.